Hey everyone, welcome back to Behind Basics, where we unravel the history of the everyday items that shape the world. Today we're diving into a piece of timeless craftsmanship, the pocket watch. This tiny yet intricate invention changed the way the world told time. So, let's turn back the clock and explore the story behind this elegant timekeeper, from its humble beginnings to its lasting legacy. Before the world was checking time with smartwatches, pocket watches were the ultimate accessory. A blend of practicality, precision, and style. For centuries, they were not just tools to tell time, but symbols of wealth, elegance, and even power. So how did pocket watches evolve from rudimentary timekeeping devices into must-have fashion statements? Timekeeping has always been a challenge for humanity. In ancient times, people relied on sundials, water clocks, and even large public clocks in town squares. But these methods were far from portable. You couldn't exactly carry a sundial in your pocket, could you? By the 14th century, mechanical clocks had started appearing in Europe, but they were massive, fixed in towers and far from something you'd carry around. Timekeeping was public and imprecise. Then, in the 15th century, everything changed with the invention of the mainspring. This small yet powerful coiled spring made portable clocks possible. And just like that, the journey toward the pocket watch began. Enter the 16th century and we get our first glimpse of something resembling a pocket watch, though back then they were far too bulky to fit into a pocket. These watches were more like tiny clocks and were often worn around the neck or attached to clothing. These early timepieces didn't just tell time, they were status symbols, showing off wealth and craftsmanship. Even Queen Elizabeth I had a lavishly decorated pocket watch, making it a fashion statement for the elite. They were often handcrafted, featuring elaborate engravings, jewels, and even family crests. The 17th century brought a major breakthrough. The pocket watch finally started shrinking to a manageable size thanks to innovations like the balance spring. This made timekeeping more accurate and watches more practical. For the first time, people could carry accurate timepieces in their pockets, marking a new era in personal timekeeping. It was during this period that we saw the rise of master watchmakers. In places like Switzerland and England, craftsmen devoted themselves to improving watch mechanics and design. These pocket watches were still luxuries, but now they were tools of precision as well. By the 18th century, the pocket watch was well established as an accessory for the upper class. Tucked neatly into waistcoat pockets and secured with chains, pocket watches became a symbol of elegance and punctuality. Gentlemen would consult their watches with a quick glance, projecting an air of sophistication and control. Pocket watches became so much more than timekeepers. They were conversation pieces, adorned with intricate engravings and sometimes passed down as heirlooms. To own a pocket watch was to own a piece of mechanical art. The Industrial Revolution of the 19th century didn't just change how goods were produced, it transformed the pocket watch industry. For the first time, pocket watches were being mass-produced, particularly by companies in America like Waltham and Elgin. This brought high-quality watches to the middle class, turning what was once a luxury item into something more accessible. Railroads were booming and timekeeping was crucial for avoiding deadly accidents on the tracks. Pocket watches became essential tools for railroad workers, ensuring that trains ran on precise schedules. In fact, railroad-grade pocket watches had to meet strict accuracy standards. A few seconds could make all the difference. As the 20th century approached, pocket watches faced a new rival, the wristwatch. During World War I, soldiers found wristwatches more practical in combat situations. With a simple glance at their wrist, they could tell the time without fumbling through their pockets. After the war, wristwatches became the new standard, especially in the fast-paced modern world. They were sleek, easy to use, and more suitable for the industrialized on-the-go lifestyle. While pocket watches began to fade from everyday use, they never completely disappeared. Instead, they became cherished collectibles, representing a bygone era. Today, pocket watches may no longer be everyday items, but they still hold immense value, both sentimental and monetary. Collectors seek out rare and antique pieces, admiring the artistry and craftsmanship that went into their creation. Even luxury brands like Patek Philippe and Breguet still craft exquisite pocket watches for those who appreciate the finer things in life. While the wristwatch may have taken over, there's something undeniably timeless about a beautifully made pocket watch. There's a reason pocket watches continue to captivate us. They're not just about telling time, they're about artistry, tradition, and the personal stories they carry. Every tick is a reminder of the craftsmanship that went into its making, and every pocket watch has a history all its own. From the courts of European royalty to the pockets of railroad workers, pocket watches have stood the test of time. Whether as a fashion accessory, a precision tool, or a collectible, they continue to hold a special place in our hearts and history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating history of the pocket watch. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more deep dives into the everyday items that shape our world. This is Behind Basics, and until next time, keep ticking along.